you need to do is go on the website, oneplay.ng. That is the number one, then play.ng. Buy your tickets on OnePlay with just 500 naira. You see that 500 naira? That 500 naira ticket gets you into a draw, and you may just be the lucky person to win 25,000 naira today. I'll be giving out 25,000 naira to 2 people. You heard me. Now, you cannot do it on OnePlay. Not a problem. Use the USSD code *347 *880 *6#. *347 *880 *6#, and buy your ticket. Now, it gets even interesting. You see, tomorrow, have I heard of something called jackpot? Bam! Every ticket that was bought between Monday and today, and will be bought from today up until tomorrow, will get on that jackpot. And there is 2 million, 20, go out of my mouth. 2 million naira like this girl is up for grabs. So you don't want to miss it. You have small challenge. The solution might just be this. I'm not promising you anything. I'm just telling you the possibility. So why haven't you bought your ticket yet? Go and buy your ticket, Joe. You don't like better thing. Go and buy your ticket.
It's natural to have different ideologies. We tend to see things from different perspectives. So, share your views on the sunny side as we make room for philosophical, ethical, and thought-provoking discussions. The Sunny Side, 12 noon to 3 p.m., Monday to Friday, on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Alright, welcome back to the Sunday. You know the popular saying, "Were you not loved at home?" is the usual expression or response when someone acts in a certain way. Dear Deans, please, I need your advice. I have been through this and been through this and been through that. My boyfriend or my husband or my this treated me like this. This, and that. Dear Joel, please share with your community. I need advice. My girlfriend or my wife treats me like this, or my friend treated me like this, or my this. You just keep hearing those stories. And every time you go in, you go to the comment section, you say, this person was not loved at home. Because tell me, how can you be in this kind of situation if you were loved? Are you lacking love at home? When you read some responses, you can tell the facial expression. You can tell the look on their faces when they are typing those things. I have never been one to quickly bring out my device to type in the comment section, because I feel like if I go through the comment section, there is someone there that most likely would express that truth I felt. As I just see that someone has done that, I just rest my case like this. I say, hey, someone has helped me to do the job. Let me just relax myself. But you ask yourself, Kinole, what is going on here? What is wrong with this one? Are you not loved at home? Are you lacking love at home? Do you need anybody to tell you to leave that relationship or leave that friendship or leave that situation? Because, hello, if you were loved at home, you wouldn't even be coming to a community, or you wouldn't even be sending a message to dear Joro or dear Ife or dear whatever. But then, what if that love at home is a serious concern? What if truly some people were not loved at home? Not being loved at home generally means a person doesn't feel affection, warmth, or care from their family or within their household environment. It can involve feelings of neglect, indifference, or even abuse. This lack of love can lead to various negative impacts on a person's emotional and psychological well-being. they say that the parents or the guardians or the home front is supposed to love the kids equally and unconditionally. But how many kids feel this unconditional love? When I was much younger, I'll tell you this. You get to that puberty age, your body starts doing the things your body do at that age. And as a lady that I am, there are some guys will sight you and you start feeling this. I'm trying so hard not to use the wrong words. You start feeling wanted, yes, because you start looking attractive. But then you know from home training that you are not supposed to be in a relationship or indulge at that time. You see other girls who would tell you or brag about how they had boyfriends or how they have boyfriends already. But home training and the fact that your head is correct will tell you not to try that. But beyond home training is the fact that what is it that this guy outside is promising me? What is it that this guy outside is telling me that my father will not tell me? What is it that this guy outside wants to buy for me that my father cannot buy for me, or my mother cannot buy for me, or someone in my house cannot do for me? So that assurance already makes me feel like, Omo, get out. Like, to hell with you. Like, I am loved at home, so I am not looking for who to love me to now fall into your net. But while I would have that confidence, and several other ladies or girls will have that confidence, there are those who will fall prey. Boom! They will just fall like this. Yakata. Because maybe they are not loved at home. I saw someone put out a post, and she said the kind of life they are building for their children, as at 2 years, their daughter had already started traveling outside the country. She has been to Canada. She has been to US. She has been. This is because, and she will continue to travel so that when she grows up, these are not the things that a man will use to entice her, so much so that she will fall into the hands of the wrong man. So they are showing them love in every possible way, so that when it's time for them to make their selection of who will be friends with them, in a relationship with them, in close proximity with them, they are guided. They are already filled with so much love that they are not finding love outside, so much so that they will end up with the wrong person. I now understood why we started asking, were you not loved at home? So my question to you today is very simple and straightforward. How has the expression of love at home impacted your relationships outside the home? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever thought that you had ended up with a certain group of persons, a certain person, because of how love was expressed? Or tough love? It doesn't matter. It's your nature to always be attracted to a certain group of persons, or it's just life, or it's just fate, or the quality of relationships you've always had nothing to do with what was expressed at the home front. Let's talk. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0002. Again, 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Again, WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 0809 030 6416. On X, we are at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page, Nigeria Info 92.3 p.m. Someone is saying hi. How do I play the one play? My brother now. I was very straightforward. Go to the website oneplay.ng. Buy your tickets with 500 naira. Select Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Buy your ticket. You see where you put your phone number. Put your phone number there, because that one ganga is what will qualify you. Or you use the USSD code. Yeah, and that reminds me, of course, Shria is on standby to take your course first before linking you with me in the studio. So when you do call, the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but that of the call screener. Just do well to comply, and in no time you will be connected with me in the studio. Were you loved at home? And how has expression of love at home impacted your relationships outside the home, either with your friends or your romantic partners? Or it didn't matter. Maybe you grew up in a home where nobody said I love you. In some African homes, truth be told, especially in Nigeria, except maybe the parents are well exposed and they like to do some foreign stuff, parents hardly said I love you. But they were the things the parents did that showed that they did love you. You were not struggling to be heard. You were not struggling to be seen. You were not struggling to have your needs met. It was that way for you. So you were not getting hugs and kisses or pecks from your parents. However, you just knew. There were some unsaid things, but it translated to, yes, your parents would never have said, I'm sorry, forgive me. But you knew when they had done something that they felt bad about, and they will make up for it, not by telling you I'm sorry. The things they will do will shall just make you know that, daddy felt bad for flogging me. Nigerian Phil, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is David. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
David.
Yeah.
All right.
About your question about if being in love at home affects your relationship, both romantically and otherwise. The thing is, it is different. You understand? A family love and romantical love is different. You not being in love at home does not determine the amount of love you get in a romantical relationship or with your peers or with your friends. Do you understand?
Okay.
The different feeling from a romantical aspect of love than that of a family aspect of love. Your dad will not tell you I love you in a romantical way. Your mom will not tell you I love you in a romantical way. Do you understand? There is no sexual desire to it. You know. Now, love is sentimental, you understand, because it has to do with you sacrificing what you think is enough for that person you love. Do you understand? Now, the point I'm trying to make is this. In as much as in Nigeria or in Africa per se, I mean Nigeria as a case of study, where our parents do not verbally or literally tell us they love us with their mouths, but we know that they do love us with their actions. You understand? Now, our culture and tradition as Africans, we are not verbal. We do with actions. Do you understand? Your mom wants to correct you. She corrects you with the lashes. Most of the times, I grew up in an era where we correct the lashes and knocks and slaps. It doesn't mean we're not loved. But that also did not affect the relationship I have with my fiancé or my wife or my girlfriend or my friends. Self-discipline and also moral upbringing is what defines a relationship with your spouse outside the family relationship. It all boils to the fact that where you now begin to show yourself as a different person from the family. For example, like I said, we all have different traits and different characters.
Okay.
I've got a family of friends. So the disciplines we get from my parents are the same.
Okay.
But how we exhibit that discipline is different.
How they exhibit that discipline is different. All right, thank you, David. I have Zion calling from GRA. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Hi, Zion. Welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, it's good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Zion. Were you loved at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Of course, the Bible says that the rod and the staff, they are there to comfort us.
Oh, God, help me. Just help me.
You can't remove that from the African context.
Okay.
No, that scripture is basically for us.
Mm.
And I will say, I benefited from it. Yes, the rod and the staff.
That was an expression of love for you.
You cannot remove that from us.
Okay.
You can't. If you have removed that, most of us would have been the worst of all criminals in this environment. And funny enough, we're the ones that are even much more equipped to commit that kind of a crime that we can walk away. If a child is not loved,
Oh dear, I'm so sorry we lost that call. There is. Let me read this message first. Jibola from Port Harcourt says, "Greetings, ma. The love one receives at home is not the only factor in molding a child. The most important thing is, do you love yourself? If you love yourself, you will definitely not fall prey to the fake love coming from strangers." Jibola from Port Harcourt. Now, when you talk about the rod, let me give you a practical example. I have a friend, not used to, she's still very much my friend. My best friend, actually. She had entered a wrong marriage some years back. I was the maid of honor at the time. And the husband had hit her. I have a permission to share this story, by the way. The husband had hit her, and in his apology, you just know that there was no remorse whatsoever, because the apology came with some statements like, after all, my dad used to beat my mom, and it wasn't so much of a big deal. My mom didn't die. In fact, it was a normal thing, right? I was trying to correct her and all of that. So me beating you is just, And this man was a pastor. Yeah, in fact, he's still a pastor now. He's going to open his own ministry. As at that time, he was assistant pastor to his friend and his friend's church. And when he said that thing, I'm like, okay, so this is the repeat pattern. So you saw your mom beating your dad beating your mom, rather, and you felt it was normal. Hence, you have carried that same nature and you have taken it to your own marriage, and you are now beating your wife, and you're just telling her sorry, like when you're telling somebody sorry, like you're throwing the sorry in the air. If the person wants to catch it, the person should catch it. If the person does not want to catch it, the person should leave it. This is not a reported speech. This is what I witnessed myself. And I said, okay. Now, whether he was loved at home or not is a story for another day. But you see this repeat pattern, because this is something he has become used to. What if the way we express love and the way we receive love is because of how we have perceived love to be, based on what we've experienced in our own family setting? And enough of this is Africa. African people don't tell. My dad used to tell me he was sorry. I mean, that may do bad. He will beat me. But by the time I had gone back to my shell, he felt the need to tell me or explain to me why he did beat me. And he would say, you're crying. Sorry, I beat you. But do you know why I beat you? I would say no. He said, this was why I beat you. Will you do it again? No. He'll hug me. And yes, he would tell me I love you. So I got used to being told I love you. So much so that I don't still believe, or there was once upon a time I did not believe that any other person could love me like the way this man loved me. So if you say you loved me as a man, you had to beat, like you have to do over and beyond what I have experienced firsthand from another man. So there was that judgment, the yardstick for judging love by my father's standard, by my mother's standard, to another person's standard. So what are you offering? If it is not up to what I have received, is not enough. If it was more than what I had received, maybe, just maybe, you stood a chance. Zion called back. I think the network disconnected us before now. Go ahead, Zion.
Yes, that's good. Thank you. Though you have elucidated a portion of things I want to submit to this home front. When a child don't receive that adequate love at home, he or she is tend to become a danger in love zone. I've never seen my mom abuse my father. I've never seen my father maltreat or abuse my mom since we got married. Let us tell ourselves the truth. They were quarreling inside the bedroom. Once they hear our voice coming, they keep quiet and pretend as if it is well.
But was it not for a good cause?
That is what we are talking about.
Was it not for a good cause?
That is what we are talking about. When the children found such love at home, their love life would be intact. Why are you abusing me? My mom didn't do that to my father. Just like you. See, it becomes a standard for you growing. But look at today. Most people don't even have the fatherly love in their life. They want to go and love somebody outside. Their mother never loved them. They want to go and love another person's daughter, causing havoc and causing us problems. Go and check most of these people having issues. Baby mamas are everywhere, sleeping around already. You have not even gone through the training of your parents at home or the guardian at home. You want to go and love somebody. What are you going to offer? Anger. And when you look at it, some people have been damaged from their childhood. How abusive their father was to their mom. How abusive their mother were to their father. So when they grew up with that abuse, with that trauma. They believe that love must come with beating. Love must come with fighting. It was so painful when you meet some people the way they talk about love. You say, this one, they don't damage this one, pity. Until you give that child that platform to express themselves at home. Can they make a wish? Can they decide what the family will eat? Can they feel this love? I told my daughter something, I must say it here. Any girl child that is not up to the age of marriage, between the ages of the 22, 23, that is already involved into intercourse, lack parental care. Especially the father is not there in her life. If a father is present in the life of his daughter, what did she do with a boyfriend?
If a father is present in the life of a daughter, what is she doing with a boyfriend? Joel from Airport Road. Hi, Joel. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead quickly. We need to go on a commercial break shortly, so quickly, yeah.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hi, Joel.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Okay, you see, I think some parents use discipline with abuse. You know, there is how a parent will treat a child that has done wrong, and the child will see it as discipline. And then there is how the parent treat the child that did wrong, and it will see as abuse to traumatize the child for life. I speaking, I don't think I was loved at home.
You don't think you were loved at home?
Yes, I wasn't loved. I wasn't loved. In fact, there are some parents and child bonding that I can't relate to. I can't relate. I was raised in a military type of upbringing, where everything is peace, everything is...
You know, I have to let you go now. We need to go on a break. I'm so sorry.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Port Harcourt, it's that time of the year again.